Hey, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with reviews on Ironheart number 4, Shazam number 4, and Transformers number 2. So starting off with Ironheart, Riri Williams Ironheart. So after a conversation with her mother recounting their past, Midnight's Fire returns to Riri, and he explains a little bit about the symbol that she was given by, I think it was Clash in the first issue. Think of that was that character's name. The sign of the 10 rings, and he gives his little origin story about his life, about his parents, etc. Eventually leading up to his having to live on the streets by himself, and then eventually becoming a assassin, and he's intrigued by Riri and wants to raise and train her as his heir. Both donning the sign of the 10 rings, but Riri's against it and decides to fight him once again. So that was basically the issue. So story 3.5. Actually, no, not 3.5. 3, it was kind of average. The plot, I don't know what's happening to the plot. The plot is... Something's happened to the plot. I have no idea where it's gone. It was going with something about Riri creating an AI to her friend being captured, and now this stuff with Midnight's Fire, etc. The plot is kind of going... It's all over the place, but this issue was just kind of average. Art by... Ooh, who did the art? The art by Luciano Vecchio and coloring by Matt Miller. 4 out of 5. The art in this was really, really good. Solid, good art. There's a couple of parts where the art was really good, especially just this first page, this first just 3/4 of the page. It looks really, really great. The double page spread of Midnight's Fire saying that he wants to make Riri his heir. Great solid art there as well. Cover 3.5 out of 5. Cover is by Amy Reeder. The art with Riri and the whole her suit being shattering off of her while she assume is falling is good, but the yellow background is just bland. I wish there was something more to it. Maybe I know it's very typical, but probably put some buildings to the side and you see the sky a bit there, so it looks like she's falling out of the sky while her suit shatters into pieces. Some real kind of danger to it, but even then, it really has nothing. It would have nothing to do with the actual story itself in there with Riri and Midnight's Fire. So yep, that was it for Ironheart. On to Shazam number 4, Prisoner in the Wildlands. So we're introduced to I believe it's the rebirth introduction to was a Tawny, I think his name is, something like that. The Talking Tiger. And this version is really a not so friendly talking tiger. He's a tiger that struggles with eating his friends. I don't know why that's a thing. He went from very friendly person to, we could be friends, but there's a chance I will eat you if can't control my urges. I don't know why that was a choice to change that bit of that character, but we're in the Wildlands. Tawky himself is arrested for possessing forbidden literature or something else, but 2 of the members of the Marvel family are caught in the Wildlands, while Billy himself, Captain Shazam, Captain Marvel, is thrown in with the rest of the adults in the Funland. Everyone who grows up is thrown in here, forced to make all the toys, etc. in Funlands. So that's basically the premise of that. I know Pedro and Eugene are stuck in the game lands themselves, trying to figure out what's going on here. And I'll leave it there. Story 3 out of 5 was slightly it was average. It does feel like it's going to be drawn out. Well, not really, but I think this you can't really. I don't know, for a story this I think is going to be like 5 or 6 issues long. Having them split off like this, I don't know how Jeff Johns is going to work with it, having to, three different plot lines converging into one, and then you still have the stuff with Billy's dad having returned, etc. So, but no, the issue itself, the story was okay. It was average. Art 5 out of 5. Art always by Dale Eaglesham and Marcus Santucci, and the coloring by Mike Atiyeh. Very good, amazing, quality, good art. And the cover by who did the cover? Cover also by Eaglesham and also Alex Sinclair. I'll 5 out of 5 for that one. It's a really good looking cover. Prisoners in the Wildlands. Although Billy himself is not in the Wildlands, he's still stuck in the Funlands. These two, yes, they're caught in the Wildlands. It makes sense for them to be on the cover. But for Shazam himself, he's only on there because the book is called Shazam. So that was it for Shazam. On to Transformers number 4. Continuing on, Brainstorm is dead, and Windblade, Prowl, and Chromia are investigating the cause of his death. They're told by Orion Pax himself to keep it under wraps with all the stuff that's going on with the Ascenticons. It wouldn't be a good idea to announce that there's a murder and no one knows who did it, but while that's going on, Bumblebee and Rubble head off to work with Wheeljack to kind of alleviate, to kind of forget that the whole training thing ended up with Rubble seeing a dead body. So something to preoccupy them, occupy their and distract them pretty much. And while Megatron and is leading the rallies in the Ascenticon, and someone tries to assassinate him. I was talking to a Spider-Side about this on Twitter DMs. Our theory is it could be Starscream that did it. Like, if you see from the shots, it's not one after the other. It's shot twice. So either someone was using 2 guns aiming them, or someone had blasters on their arms, like Starscream, and tried to assassinate Megatron. Now, given, Starscream's history of always trying to usurp Megatron and take control of the Decepticons, it'd be a kind of a huge coincidence that before the Decepticons are even formed, Starscream tried to assassinate Megatron. Anyway, so story 3 out of 5. It's still slow. It's still slow, which is kind of expected with a murder mystery, but I'm hoping it picks right up. I'm still interested in seeing, who did it, the whole stuff with Megatron and the Ascenticons and all of that. But the pacing was still pretty slow in this issue. Art by Angel Hernandez, Catchit Whitman, coloring by Joanna LaFuente and Josh Burcham. 4 out of 5. Art was solid. Art was good. Cover by... I actually got a different cover. This is the B cover. It looks pretty good. 4 out of 5. I'm going to give that. But the actual artist's name, so I don't forget. By Ron Joseph, color by Thomas Deere. That for the B cover. That's what the A cover looks like. That's by Nelson Daniel. Nice looking cover as well, but I I think the B cover caught my eye much more than the A cover did, so I got the B cover instead. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for that. Art and coloring on that looks really good. So yeah, so that's it for these reviews. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.